That was a one-take shoot. I got to tell you, that was a one-take thing. We weren't out there all day taking those shots.
I'm glad he's all right, partner.
Maybe next year we'll put you in the goal, Rhino.
Not a good idea.
With your daughter playing lacrosse right now, that you're going to eventually have to hop in the goal.
I believe she'll be a midfielder or attack. She's got quite a shot. Really run. Tiger Lacrosse up in the OCS district, Onondaga Central Schools near Syracuse. Watch out for those Tigers. Tough. Hardy feeding. Parrott shooting. Scores! First half hat trick for the senior Pat Parrott.
Nothing like an adrenaline rush early in a semifinal game of pinging a corner. And the confidence builder, Parrott's early goal. Fellow senior Dan Hardy, a midfielder, invert scenario where he's behind the goal, finding his longtime teammate. A pair of seniors hook up for Syracuse. Parrott goes sidearm and blasts that one stick side past Schroeder.
He's overcome so much.
Okay, we're good, Hodge, we're good.
Moulton, a battle. Face-off fix with Costabile. Violation Duke. Abbott charging in.
I had a premonition last week before the Maryland game that Parrott would have the big day. Games quarterfinal round, played at Hofstra. He's from Sachem, Long Island, had a big contingent of his family there. Felt he was ready to break out. But a slow afternoon for Parrott. It's always somebody with veteran experience for Syracuse.
Jamison gets free, scores another. Just bowls his way in front of the cage and buries it. That's his second.
Run by the Orange. Timeout Duke.
All those goals coming after Cody Jamison became eligible the very end of the season in a game against UMass. Syracuse and Pat Parrott glad to have him in uniform today. Sun's come out. Beautiful day here in Foxborough, south of Boston. 8-4 Syracuse lead. One key reason to play a Pat Parrott. We mentioned he's overcome a lot. Quint, 07 season, part of that disastrous year for the Orange. They were 5-8. He had an off-field arrest incident involving alcohol with the Syracuse police. Left school, went to JC, worked at a sporting goods store, got his grades up again, readmitted to Syracuse, and has been a big part of not only the title run last year, but this year as well.
Real reality check for Parrott early on in his career. Cleaned up his act on and off the field. See the versatility of release points. Left-handed overhand, left-handed sidearm. Always a senior for Syracuse, making an impact in the big game.
And for more on Pat Parrott, here's Rob.
Well, Dave, I've been watching Pat Parrott since this game began. He is just an intense kid. He comes flying off the field during substitutions. You can tell he's kind of an emotional centerpiece of this Syracuse team. He's in a lot of guys' faces, talking a lot. And for a guy who's 5'9", he's listed at 200. I think that may be generous. He is just a big presence on this Syracuse sideline.
Boy, as you're saying that, Robbie's talking up the teammates, getting things going, and the Orange scoring on 3 of the last 4. Hat trick for Parrott today. The NCAA Lacrosse Championship game begins Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN HD live coverage. For more information on the 2009 Lacrosse Championship, go to NCAA.com, the official online home for all 88 NCAA championships.
Ball's out!
Moulton, Payton again. Trail check, good play, Jovan Miller. On Sam Payton, who has the ground ball. Feeds off Quinzani.
Duke's biggest problem on offense has been their failure to capitalize in clear-cut transitional opportunities. They threw away 2 fast breaks and hit a post and another. Coach Kanowski, though, calling that timeout to square up the defense.
Here's Justin Turner. They call him the Mule. He's tough. That's complimentary, right? Strong, tough to move.
He's a big boy. We met him last year, and he redshirted with a foot injury, and that injury's kind of come back to haunt him in the second half of this season.
Quinzani, one of the all-time great high school players in terms of points in lacrosse history, also a hockey star in Duxbury, Mass. Out on attack, number 8 in blue. Watch for him. Schoeffel on Miller. Good matchup, Duke. Short stick on him. Another good trail check. Boy, Miller all over it. Jars the ball loose.
Strength of the Syracuse defense, the midfield defenders. Joel White, Jovan Miller, Matt Abbott when he's on the field.
Here's Crotty.
Only one Duke midfield goal thus far.
Crotty, the star attackman. Had the helpers on the Howell goals early. Since then, he's been held in check. Feeding here, but beyond the reach of Schoeffel. That's a loose ball. Anyone can get it if it gets to midfield, which it will not. But it's offside because you got to stay on the other side of the line. 4 guys back at all time. Duke does not do it. McKee fell over the line there, lunging for the ball, which never reached him. Jovan Miller helps set the Hatfield offense for the Orange.
Let's go.
Here's Hardy. A fake. The big fella feeds. Jamison was ready for a hat trick. Instead, lost the handle on the quick stick try. Manley comes loose for Duke. Mike Manley with a big stick. Streaking in. And a save made as Manley was shoved from behind. That will be a push call play on against Syracuse. Duke will reach trigger. Mike Manley just kept on trucking there.
Little aerial assault. So tough for the goaltenders to make a save when a defenseman shoots because that release point is radically different. 40-inch midfield and attack sticks versus a 6-foot-long defensive pole, and the release point is from way up high.
Joel White for Syracuse, a lone long stick goal so far in this game today. 90 seconds left. First half. Rotans for McKee. Had a goal last week against Carolina. Duke's 3rd win against UNC this year. And a timeout called by Duke. A minute 14 left, first half. Syracuse glad to have John Galloway back in the nets. Did not start last week against Maryland. National quarterfinals at Hofstra. Had a severe bout with the flu. Couldn't keep anything down, he told us yesterday. Hadn't slept much at all leading into that game Saturday. And with 3 minutes prior to face-off, Coach Desko said, you know, I'm going to go without Cavallari, your backup instead. Galloway had to sit and watch last week.
Galloway back in practice on Tuesday, West Genesee product. Like the way he's moving his feet, being patient, seeing the rock, known for his great outlet passing and his clearing. And look at the confidence and the energy, the emotion. He's been here. He's done that. He's eager. 7 saves for both goalies, but Galloway's got his eyes wide.
Let's get to know the sophomore goalie.